this is our first class in this way, and all of we know that lockdown has been started and our classes has been cancelled. So as I promised yesterday to all of you that I am going to discuss about a very important chapter of your textbook, that is Coorg. As I have remembered here that this chapter have been discussed thoroughly in your coaching classes, and I have made it translation from English to Assamese. But today again I will try to make a brief summary of the Coorg chapter. So please open up your textbook, and your page number is 90. We'll get the chapter in the page number of 90. There will be the chapter, and the Coorg chapter is written by Lokesh Abrol, and it is a very important questions maybe. Who wrote the chapter? This chapter is written by Lokesh Abrol. All of you know Coorg is a very beautiful place which is located within our India and which is located in the Karnataka, and it is the midway between the Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore, such a piece of heaven that must have drifted from kingdom of God. This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men and beautiful women and the wild creatures. The Coorg, the another name is Coorg of Kadagu. It is the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforest, spices and the coffee plantations. Evergreen rainforest covers here 30% of the district. Sometimes it is asked in the examinations. Evergreen rainforest cover 30% of the district. But during the monsoons, it pours enough to keep many visitors away. Though it is a rainforest, during the monsoons it rained very heavily, so the visitors did not like to go in the Coorg. But the season of joy generally commences here from September and it continues to till March. Then the weather was very perfect. The showers is also very perfect, so that the people can enjoy the beautiful sceneries and within the Coorg. We can get the coffee estates here and the various plantations of the spices here. We can see the various colonial bungalows in the place. Again, some important information has been given about the inhabitant of the Coorgi people. Here it is written that the Coorgi people are fiercely independent. They are very independent. They are freedom lover people, and all of we know Alexander, the great Alexander invaded India, and there is a story which is related towards the Coorgi people's descent. According to one story, some of the Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. When they thought they would not be returned back to their homeland, they settled down within the coastal town of the Coorg area. These people married amongst the locals, and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage and religious rites, which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. There is a difference between the Hindu mainstream people and these Coorgi people in their rituals, in their cultures, in their marriage, etc., etc. Again, according to another story, the Coorgi people's descent is related with the Arab and the Kurds, and it is assumed only because of their dress code. According to this chapter, the Coorgi people generally wears long black coat with an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodavas, known as kupia, and this dress is known as kupia. And this dress is similar as the kufia that is worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. So these are two important questions generally asked in the question paper and in your maybe in your SSLC examinations. What is kupia and what is kufia? And it's a long question generally asked in your question paper. Write down the Coorg people's descent and what is the theory about the Coorg people's descent. Then you have to write the theories related to the Coorg people's descent. First one, the Arabic descent, as well as the second one, the Greek descent. You have to write both descent. Again, another some information has been given in this chapter. The Coorg homes have a tradition of hospitality. Generally, hospitality, what does it mean? It generally means the Coorg people like to serve the people, serve the guest who generally visits their houses. Again, they likes to recount their numerous tales of valor related to their sons and the fathers. As they were very much independent, as they are very much courageous people, they always like to remember their numerous tales which are related to their sons as well as the fathers. Again, we have to know that the first general of the Indian army was a Coorg people, and his name was General Keriappa, and it is also a very important question. Generally, oftenly it is generally asked in the question paper who was the first general of the Indian army, and it was General Keriappa. Even now, again, one important information has been given here. Only the Coorg people and the Kodafas people are given, they are permitted to carry firearms without a license. All of we know we have to carry firearms with having the license, but only the Coorg or Kodafas people, they are given, they are permitted carry firearms without a license. In the last stanza, in the last part of the story, there has been described about the various beautiful scenarios of the Coorg, and it has been described only because of if anyone can want to visit the Coorg, what they will see in Coorg areas. There are the various beautiful places in Coorg, and there is a birch, beach, and the wild creatures, full of birch, beach, and wild creatures in Coorg. And there is a river Kaveri, who obtains its water from the hills and the forest of Coorg. Again, one is the Mahasir. Mahasir is a large freshwater fish which is generally found in the Coorg. There are the various birch, beach like animals like squirrels, langurs, elephants, then slender lories, mallower, macaques, then these are the various important animals, and the birds, bees, and butterflies also there. If anyone visits the place, then all these will give them company. And for the adventurous people, there is a various ways to get the adventure. The most laid-back individual converts the life to high-energy adventures with river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing, mountain biking, etc. There are the numerous walking trails in the region are a favorite with trekkers. If anyone like to trekking, then he can choose the numerous various adventurous exercises you can do in the Coorg, and whatever anyone can like to choose, he can go for it. Again, in the last paragraph of the chapter, and it is given again some important informations, like there is a hill like Brahmagiri Hills, and when we reach the Brahmagiri Hills, we will get a panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Coorg. And besides the Brahmagiri Hills, there is a rope bridge, and which will lead us to an island. This is called the Nisargathama. And from the Nisargathama, there is another place besides it, and it is a Bailakuppe, and which is the India's largest Tibetan settlement. So all these are very much important questions, like what is Nisargathama, which is the place is known for the India's largest Tibetan settlement. So we can get the various monks in the various colors like they were wearing, red, yellow, etc., which will surprise us, and which then we will discover that the our heart and soul of India is existed only in Coorg. So, from this chapter, we can get a very well experienced and a very well defined some informations about a very important place of India, and which is uh, which is generally situated in Karnataka district, and which is the smallest district of the Karnataka. So this is a very important chapter. After discussing the chapter, all the students, I want to argue, please go through the English meanings, whatever given the sides of the chapter. So you have to write the English meaning in your copy, and you have to remember it, because in many occasions the correct meanings are generally asked in the examinations. Then there will be lots of questions from the chapter. There will be 1 mark questions. There will be some long questions like 2 or 3 marks. The 1 mark questions may be: who is the author of the text Coorg? Where is Coorg situated? Which state of the India does Coorg belong to? How much area of the district Coorg do evergreen rainforest cover? In which season do visitors avoid coming to Coorg? Like various short questions may be asked from the chapter. So I will give all the questions in your WhatsApp messages, as well as the long questions also. So very important long questions is give a brief account of Coorg. It will be 2 or 3 marks. How is the weather of Coorg? What type of dress do the Kodavas people wear? How are the people of Coorg and the Coorgi homes? Give a short note on the wildlife of Coorg. Write a brief account of the wild animals of Coorg. Write the Coorgi people's descent. Discuss about the Coorgi people's descent. Then, what high energy adventure can be performed in Coorg, etc., etc. All these questions are very much important questions, and there will be some objective type questions, maybe true or false. Maybe you have to choose the correct meaning. You have to choose the correct meaning. So this is enough for the Coorg chapter. Secondly, enough for the Coorg chapter. So thanking you, all of you today. I'll give the another video in the next upcoming days. Thanks.